Приветствую! Посмотрим, что собой представляет Beyond a Steel Sky. Все настройки графики на максимуме.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh, old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the Gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union-City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union-City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union-City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people.
Прям интерактивное кино-комикс.
Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
Меня привлекло в описании этой игры, что здесь нелинейный сюжет. О, обучалка. Так. Shift, чтобы бежать.
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
Так, расположите предмет по центру экрана. Указатель станет большим.
No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast.
Если не успеваете прочесть, нажимайте на паузу. Я читаю довольно быстро. И озвучивать тут смысла нету. Я люблю оригинальную озвучку. Так, походу, не получится озвучить. А профессионально это совсем другое дело. Так, наведите. И чё?
A corpse lay propped against a rock. The gang birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily. There
Ты
were
не
few
боец?
things that would scare gangs, and a crowbar was not one of them. I would need to find another solution.
Так,
I
и
was
что
short
же
on
мне
food, but maybe I had something in my bag I could spare.
в сумке? Может быть, это IT чуть-чуть? Сумку как открыть на I? А, вот. Пирожок Аниды. Следующая подсказка через... О, интересно. Жанр игры point and click. Это обычно означает, что... Ну, не так вот, как вы сейчас видите. Я, то есть, передвигаюсь на клавиатуру, на мышку. Тут полноценный такой интерактив, как в Beyond Two Souls, Фаренгейт и же с ними. Как Detroit Become Human. Так. О, вещи появились другие. Пирожок.
The
girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days.
Я вижу, там у него бита.
The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union-siti. I was back.
Интересно. Типа это город, который... Да, вот андроиду на восстание. Как раз в описании игры сказано, что он попадет в какую-то антиутопию, где искусственный интеллект управляет всем. Получается, он создал этот искусственный интеллект. Немножко такое, видите, повествование начинается, как я понимаю, как будущее или что-то типа как Звездные войны сразу с 4-го эпизода, когда начинаешь смотреть.
Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union-Citi registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes.
Have
you seen a boy?
No, but I do see an unregistered Gaplander.
Can you tell me about any vehicles that came through here a couple of nights ago?
Read my lips. Immigration terminal. Register. You.
Are you sure you can't help me find Milo?
You want to file a missing persons report?
You already said that.
Good. For a minute there, I thought I wasn't repeating myself enough.
Are you sure you can't?
You want to file a missing persons report?
Ну, повторять несколько раз можно. Диалоги не такие прямолинейные.
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
How do I get to immigration?
The terminal is at the wall end of the garden. The correct route is indicated. As soon as you've registered, you can access the Minos devices.
Remind me how to
The immigration...
Так, это уже понятно. Можно повторно спросить.
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Where do I go for the immigration?
Just follow the signs to the immigration terminal.
Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.
Интересно.
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
Повсюду тут эти руки.
There was a strange smell.
А это что меня пасет сзади?
How can I help?
Да ничем.
I reminded myself of the collective noun. A murder of gangs.
Лучше к ним, наверное, не подходить.
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
Запах оттуда исходит, типа.
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground. Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety. Then he dropped the chain on his foot.
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
What do you do here?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a tribe way over that way by the old burnt-down radio tower. But it's like so boring there. We come here for the action.
I can see why. I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through here?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
What about anything suspicious?
Suspicious? Yeah, there was this one guy. Tall, wearing a big coat and carrying a purse.
I see. Nice one.
And his name was Fossil!
I got the joke, kid. Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Voxel, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Voxel says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
What's this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Voxel, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
Listen, about this monster.
Jeez, man, why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
This vehicle, it had legs instead of wheels.
Vehicles don't have legs, though.
This one did. Your brother saw a monster, right? You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, that it was a giant daddy longlegs.
No. That your brother's monster was actually...
A very small Daddy Longlegs, but very close to him?
No.
I caught a Daddy Longlegs once. What was your question?
Who's Voxel?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
Your roundabout probably has a chain on it for a reason.
Yeah, and that reason is Mr. Hobbsworth is stupid. Can you fix it?
What's wrong with Voxel?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right
Ну, короче, я понял, лома можно карусель.
Call it if you need any.
Надеюсь, он не убьется.
Push me.
The roundabout had seen better days, but it still looked functional.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got things to do.
Push me.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push. Push.
The roundabout had seen better days, but it still looked functional.
Ну, давайте еще толкнем.
Pixel reminded me of a kid I knew growing up.
Так, поговорить.
Hey, me again.
How can I help?
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding?
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You've done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Any idea how I can get more answers out of Voxel?
I don't know, but I'm getting sick of the whole monster thing.
Any idea?
I don't know, but I'm getting
See you around.
Call it if you need any.
Так.
Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old, deflated tires. I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. It was the girl I'd seen earlier.
Вот та девочка, которая...
Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert.
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my date.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city.
That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my date, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now, excuse me.
What's a deet?
My deet, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the deet for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
I just need to know if you've seen a missing kid come this way.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
What were you doing out there?
Only now, Big Steve has my date, and ipso facto...
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my date.
So are you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the date for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside.
Я так понимаю, с ней еще придется дела иметь, чтобы изменить
want stuff from the outside.
паспорт этот.
Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got like everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my date, that is.
That's all for now.
Anytime. Oh wait, no. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal. The sign was directing me towards immigration. I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome to the Union-City registration terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
Ouch! A U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Authorized citizen ID required.
I'd learned to think twice before just slapping my hand on something.
Так, мне вживили чип, но типа паспорта нету еще.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it too. Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinch something of yours?
No, he was kidnapped from a nearby village.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin' Trying being the operative word.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This is a vehicle.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special. All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it, don't it?
Your name is W?
Well, some of it.
And what exactly is it that you're hauling?
Until I get the old boy back up and running, absolutely nothing. Old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
Your truck's power cell has drained?
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini-case cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts. Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
So, your truck is full of mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
The doors, they're locked shut.
Not locked, jammed. Oh, and I'm all out of lubricant.
So how can I get in?
Didn't you listen? It's a ritual. First off, give then.
A jig.
Понял.
Pretty.
Have to move with the times, pal.
I'll be back.
I'll be...
Ну, похоже, что... Там какие-то сардельки или какая-то пища протухшая.
There was an empty space where the power cell should have been.
По капоту стукнусь. Да не. Я туда не подойду. Так, а это что такое? А, вот же этот андроид.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker.
Citizen, welcome to the abridged audio-visual Union-City fact file. The Union-City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth.
Он что, в крови, эта
The city
статуя?
wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom. Many of the citizens of Union City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your requested fact. Please return for an all-new Union City fact. And remember, be vigilant. This message is
How can I
sponsored by
help?
the Ministry of Comfort.
Excuse me.
Greetings, registered Gaplander.
Say that again, would you?
A registered Gaplander.
Thanks. Wasn't so hard, was it? Okay. I'm looking for a young boy that's been kidnapped.
Don't worry, we'll find him. Is he a citizen?
No, he's a Gaplander.
Ah, well, unregistered Gaplanders cannot enter Union City. Therefore, I cannot help.
What do you do?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. I supervise this area. and guide prospective citizens through the registration process.
Well, you're clearly excellent at your job.
Why, thank you. I'm the latest model, you know.
I need to find a vehicle.
There are no personal vehicles in Union City.
No, it's one that I followed here from across the desert. It's got 4 giant metal legs.
There are no such vehicles registered with Union City.
Oh yeah? It definitely came this way. Kidnapped a child from my village.
Only Union City citizens can file missing persons reports.
But...
With...
Так. Интересно. Хотите, поставьте на паузу, почитайте. Ну, тут у них пропаганда какая-то. Министерство стремления, благополучия, безопасности, комфорта и изобилия. Короче, у них тут разные министерства. Так, и Министерство комфорта последнее. Интересно.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
You are currently at your maximum allotted Spankles allowance. Have a nice day. Apologies, but you have exceeded your Spankles allowance.
The 1 can a day limit didn't exactly support a thirst for
Одна
Spankles.
банка в день.
The hologram showed a young woman in uniform.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City. My name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How may I help you today?
So is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
This U-chip thing, what does it do?
It allows you to interact with all the Minos devices in the area, as well as storing all your personal information.
Sounds kinda invasive.
We prefer the word transformative, sir.
Is there some way I can speak to Joey?
Sadly not, sir.
Oh, you mean he's not around at all?
Gone to a better place, sir. Went to find peace after a lifetime of service. Some say he strode out into the gap one morning. Others say he took a boat at dusk and went to explore other lands.
So who runs the city now?
The Council of Elected Ministers, of course.
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo and...
Polite apology, Minos can only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
I'm looking for a vehicle. Has anything come through here?
No.
You haven't seen a weird vehicle with legs instead of wheels?
Polite apology. I cannot discuss the details of other visitors' vehicular movements.
But this vehicle, it kidnapped a child.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Haven't I?
In Union City, sir.
One of the posts was jammed. He was a scruffy-looking technician. Excuse me?
Oh, hello, visitor.
What's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's totally cute that you want to help. But this mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, got to get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
Что-то он его не очень...
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
Error. Bollard malfunction.
The bridge appeared to still be broken. Excuse me?
Oh.
Can I ask you?
Love to help you out, but me and my bollard here having a bit of a disagreement. Shouldn't be too...
Пока непонятно, ладно, как его исправить.
The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Не получилось, да, взять? Спугнул этого большого Стива. У него фиолетовая башка, что ли? Может обменять? Нет? Банку нельзя, а ломик, может, можно.
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Obsworth. What can I do for you?
Hey, have you by any chance seen a kid come through here?
Where's the little dude headed? On an adventure, is he?
Oh no. He was kidnapped, snatched from his village, and brought this way.
Oh, right. Nope. I haven't seen anything like that. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to get back to work.
Подожди.
Excuse me.
Well, hey there.
Well...
Great, I'll bet. By the way, just so you know...
Yes, of course, no problem. Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous. Does that sound like you?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend.
Так, давайте я сейчас Некоторые диалоги буду, ну, на мышку проматывать. Почему? Потому что я все равно читаю субтитры и читаю их довольно быстро. Не обязательно слушать всю речь, то это очень много времени занимает. Я быстрее прочитываю, чем они с выражением как бы озвучивают. Поэтому, если вы не успеваете вдруг, то ставьте на паузу.
So what's your deal, Hobbs?
I am a doc.
And what exactly does...
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes.
How are things going with...
It's...
But how long until...
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
What kind of vehicle?
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know...
Legs?
Not this one. It won't...
Whoa. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
Any updates on...
Not yet, but I'll get on to...
See you around.
Oh, before I forget, let me thank you properly. Give me... There you go. Your kudos just got a...
Thanks.
Keep us...
Что за уровень кудос?
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence? There was something strange about the water. There was an electric fence back there. I wondered if it was live. Ow! I was shocked to discover that it was. No wonder the gangs kept clear of this death trap.
Опять отличный кабинет. Ну-ка, если ломик. Упс.
Apologies, but you have exceeded your Spankle's allowance.
A statue of my old buddy Joey. As much as I'd missed Joey, my first priority had to be finding Milo. My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them.
Authorized citizen ID required.
Так у меня же есть. Так, ладно, а пацан здесь прячется в каких-то скамейках?
I was yet to enjoy all these benefits.
Может, скамейки надо смотреть? Вроде нет.
It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention. I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. A sand pit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me. What can you trade for some spankles?
Honestly, nothing. I actually have an infinite supply.
Anything you can tell me about this finger?
Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit. The micro actuators alone are worth a bundle. Want to trade?
I think I'll hold on to it for now.
Так, и чё?
You ever had one of these?
Spankles? Gimme!
Are you allowed?
Yeah. Just don't tell Ember.
Я ему отдал, что ли?
I got you a drink.
Shame it ain't something stronger.
Ему же нужнее. Да ладно.
What do I do with this?
Why, you drink it, of course. There are even more flavors inside the city.
Looks like you're working pretty hard. Need a Spankles?
Oh, hey, man. That's super chill of you. But I'll just grab one myself when I pick up a thirst.
Citizen, welcome to the abridged audiovisual Union-City fact file. You may have noticed that there are a large number of gang birds in this area. These beautiful and appealing birds.
Так, их нельзя даже банкой это отвлечь.
Gangs clearly weren't scared of me or my crowbar. I didn't rate my chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks.
Вот подсказки. Пиксель, что ты говорил про тайник за скамейками в парке. Вот в этом парке? Или вот в том? Может быть здесь? А, подожди, вот. Ну, вот это круговые скамейки. И мне кажется, вот это вот все, это не кровь, это, короче, ржавчина такая.
Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den.
Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions. I wanted to ask you if you've seen any monsters.
How do you know about the monster?
Фостер того пацана зовут или Пиксель?
Truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here, and I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Did you say you heard kids crying from inside the dog?
I think so. Sure sounded like that.
This giant dog.
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pixel. I won, and he was really Then, in the night, I woke up. It was totally dark. Like feet padding along the road. Big feet. And then I heard screams. Children's screams. I ran over here and hid in my fort.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better take this.
Thanks. What is it?
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster, but you can have it.
What do I do with this firecracker?
I don't know. Throw it at the monster, but cover your ears.
See you around.
Hey, I'm kinda...
I could keep an eye.
Mr. Hopsworth sometimes... He doesn't usually...
Ah, Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates.
Так, петарды, может, эту стаю? Провести дверной ритуал. Ударить по бамперу.
Right. Hit the bumper.
Станцевать.
These were not my best moves.
И толкнуть дверь.
I gave the door a firm push.
Нет.
Right.
Ударить по бамперу,
These
станцевать.
were not my best moves.
И дернуть дверь. Мне что-то подсказывает, что просто можно было дернуть дверь. Один мини-эс. Так, а что-то с ним... Ему нельзя отдать.
Would you like to hear an act-verse joke?
Not really.
How do you make a sausage roll?
Listen,
Push it down an hill!
Понятно. А, точно, вот этому надо обменять.
Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
И как мне? Его надо за собой вести?
The bird's beak looked especially vicious. The gang was too distracted.
Ты падла. Ты посмотри, какая падла, а?
Come on, big fella.
Кажется, я понял. А почему?
The mini Ks were not to be wasted.
Так, может мне их всех надо приманивать, нет? А, подожди, может другому отдать просто, нет?
Gangs look mean and ugly.
Да, я могу сразу нескольких приманить, и чё? Короче, фишка в том, что надо их куда-то бросить, да? Куда именно, непонятно. Может, к ней надо их привести? Видимо, нет. Вот этого, может, еще надо заманить. Ну-ка. Еще один, еще два вон там. Так, ну и что мне с ними делать? Может быть, как раз на землю они все друг с другом начнут... Ну, вы поняли. Ну-ка, а может на справочный стол, нет? О, выронил. Шикарно. Так, все, могу ей обратно отдать.
So this deed, pretty valuable, huh?
Oh, it's only a fundamental part of my enterprise.
And the ID that's on it?
You bet. That's a citizen's ID.
And that would grant access into the city?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya?
Guess what I just found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID, but...
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
It wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Right then. Let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my deed, Follow me over to my workbench. You ready to do this?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, Citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
Понятно. В общем, регистрация и паспорт все-таки две разных вещи.
Graham's ID was finally starting to get me places. The console seemed specialized. The power cell was completely wrecked. It looked like some sort of scanning device. The power cell was completely wrecked.
Так. И что-то я не могу, да?
Hey, want a sandwich?
Me? I have a truck full of premium processed meat.
Do you want it or not?
Ah, you bet I do.
Так.
How can I help?
Do you drink spankles?
Droids do not require carb.
Right.
Protocol, purpose, and a constant power source.
Может поговорить?
Me again.
Вот сэндвич.
What's this about a sandwich?
Mr. Hobsworth always brings sandwiches from the city. They're so good. He's usually got one or two.
Should I ask Mr. Hobsworth?
No, don't do that. He likes sharing best when he doesn't know about it.
One of those.
Sorry, mister. That was the
Последняя
last
петарда.
one.
А, стоп. Так сэндвич там заново? Появляется или нет? Нет, заново не появляется.
Miffed Mike. Beyond the charging zone?
Error. UChip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember.
С этим нельзя поговорить.
Hi again.
There's a problem with this ID you gave me. I tried the bridge, but it wouldn't let me through. Apparently my U-chip is out of date.
Oh, right. They had to replace the hand scanner recently. Must be running on new firmware. Much newer than the crappy U-chips from that old terminal.
What happened to the old hand scanner?
No idea. Why would you even ask that? I didn't take it. Shut up.
Either way, the ID you gave me doesn't work.
Hey, listen, guy. The ID is tip-top. It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's old. Like you.
Well, have you got any newer replacements?
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. It stays there. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you can only do that inside the city.
And without the update, I can't get across the bridge. I appear to be at an impasse.
Yikes. Well, that ain't good. Could maybe hack the bridge, but... Nah. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Did you say hack?
Okay. So you know how everything here runs on Minos?
Minos? Surely that's not based off the old Link system.
That's right. When they upgraded, they dumped the old Link tech.
Smart shoes, smart toasters, smart light bulbs, smart fridges. Minos makes everything smart, smart, smart. Except the humans.
Anyway, you know how Hobsworth is always pointing his scanner at stuff?
Yeah?
That's his Minos scanner. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out how machines work. Old Hobsworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't mess things up more when they break. But with a few modifications...
Can you do more than just diagnose Minos machines?
Much more.
Could I borrow your hacker? Is that a no? Could I maybe trade you something for your hacker?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay, so if you won't trade me for that hacker, could you...
For a price, and a whole lot of ink.
What do you mean?
For starters, you need one of Hobsworth's mine. You get me one of them, and then we can talk about next step.
You mean this thing?
Oh, you found one already? Where'd you get it?
It was just lying around in Hobsworth's hut.
He really should be more careful. Let's see what else you've got in that bag that might be worth my time, trouble, and effort.
How about a delicious mini-K made with mostly real...
I heard that before. Not interested.
How about a tasty Spankles?
Already had like 4 today, mate. Spankles is about as valuable as sand around here.
And probably less...
Hey, anything that makes your tongue glow in the dark can't be bad for you. It's science.
This scanner?
That just turns into the hacker. What are you giving me to do the actual...
Oh, right. I don't know if you can use this, but how about this finger?
Okay, creepy. Whoa. Okay, this is some serious kit.
So it's a deal then. You'll hack this scanner, and the finger is yours.
You betcha. Pleasure doing business with you. Meet me at my workbench when you're ready. All right, one Ember grade Minos hacker.
Thanks. So how do...
You activate scan mode.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, that's the easy part. Now follow me. This is how I find hidden systems. They're all over the place. Right, so this here is a diagnostic view of Minos.
Looks like it runs the vending machine.
No kidding. See those task nodes? The darker ones?
Yeah?
Well, unlike Hobbsy's little vanilla scanner, my hacker can swap them round. So let's see how smart you are. Want to give me an infinite supply of spankles? Thanks, bro. You trying to get me arrested? You did it! You're smarter than you look. Okay, apply the hack and you'll be good to go.
Куда вот это?
Alright, mate. Figure the rest out yourself. Oh, and try not to do anything too stupid, eh?
Apologies, but despite you being a valid user, we have decided to not dispense on this occasion.
At least I felt validated.
Error. UChip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
Mission complete.
Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
И чё это?
The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system.
Короче, дальше еще квесты. Ну...
Those guns look like they meant business.
Понял.
Warning. Extreme measures will be taken against non-compliant pedestrians.
Все понял. Ну, что я могу сказать? Такая игра найдет свою аудиторию, наверное, любителей квестов. Для квестов она очень хорошо сделана. Единственное, я не люблю вот эти всякие, ну, избыточное количество головоломок, но это в данном случае здесь суть игры в этом. Я люблю, когда нелинейность сочетается, ну, является краеугольным камнем. Но здесь как бы получается такой квест с нелинейным сюжетом. В общем, пишите, что думаете в комменты. Не забудьте поставить лайк. и подписаться, если не подписаны. Благодарю за внимание.